Hi Aleysha. So I'm going to be making tofu today for stir fry, and I want to show you first how I do the tofu, but I'm not getting a good angle on this camera, so we'll just do this for now. So you take your extra firm tofu out of the package, and then you're going to put it on a paper towel, one folded below it, one folded above it. And you are then going to set a cast iron skillet on it, and you're going to leave that there for a good half hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You do want to get organic tofu. It's important. It's the most genetically modified food out there. So after it drains, then you're going to take the tofu, take the paper towels off, bring the skillet over to the stove. Now, if you have an air fryer, you can cook it in an air fryer. I'm going to show you how to marinate it. So we have the tofu, and what we do is we just cut it into cubes. I cut it down one way, and then down the other way. Now, if that's too big, because your cubes are going to be like this big, so they can actually be smaller than this, I usually cut it down the middle, long ways, like this. So then your cubes are cut in half. Plus, that helps the marinade to get in there a little better. So I then put it into a plastic container. I have fresh ginger, I don't know if you can see it, fresh ginger and garlic. Let me get the garlic press. You're going to put the fresh ginger in there, and then you're going to crush the garlic. You can use 2 cloves of garlic. I've had a lot of garlic today, so I'm just going to use 1. Now, ideally, you're going to let this marinade for, I would say let it marinate. Do it overnight, honestly. If you're running short on time, like 30 minutes, but I would do it longer than that. So I put the ginger and the fresh garlic, and now I have some Japanese 7 spice, and you're just gonna sprinkle that in there. Now, if you have sesame oil, I put a little sesame oil in here too. That adds some really good flavor, especially you can use black sesame oil. And just make sure your pieces are broken apart, or kind of give them a good shake. And then liquid aminos. And you're just gonna probably a half of a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon. It really depends on your taste. And then you figure half of a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, and you give it a good shake, and then you put the lid on it and let it marinate. And then after the marinade, you're going to pull it out, and you're going to stir fry all your vegetables. And at first, you're going to do this separately if you're going to use the air fryer, which I personally think that is the best consistency for me to have my tofu. I like it a little crunchy on the outside, firm, so it has some texture. So you don't have to do it that way. And since I don't have my air fryer here, I'm actually going to do it in the oven. So you will set your air fryer at 360, and then cook it for about 15 minutes in the air fryer, and then you're just gonna add it to your stir fry at the end. I use this recipe for a lot of different dishes like stir fry, or actually when I add it to my soups like Thai coconut soup, I just don't put the Japanese spice on it. I put a little other spices on it. This is a pretty versatile recipe for Asian, any Asian recipe you want to tweak with tofu. And if you want a firm kind of crunchy outside, do it in the air fryer. I'm going to do it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. And that's it. So hopefully it turns out good. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.